listening closely. We doing our own thing, but we doing this for the culture. Check out the topic. Don't be the subject. We keep it poppin'. You can be up next. We are more than culture. 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 We are more than culture. More than culture.
Man, what's up?
Don't be a dummy.
Why?
Get your GED.
Mm.
You got your GED?
I got a regular diploma.
You got a diploma?
I went on through.
Diploma.
I graduated. I got a JED.
Jed, you got a GED? My boy. Hey, get every dollar.
Hustlers.
Yeah, you got to
my
get every
GED
dollar.
then, man.
Yeah, man,
now you
come
want
on.
one. Now you want one.
My GED.
I'm G and ED out here.
All right, well, just take the class. Or
Oh, you got a class?
you can buy the hoodie or the shirt or the hat.
Mm.
Merchforhire.com. That's merch, the number 4, HIGHER.com. And that's higher quality. Not
The
higher
merch does not come with any dollars. Just
doesn't.
FYI.
price. It kind of does.
I think it do,
Spirit and
bro.
motivation for you to get dollars, I think.
All right.
Yeah,
But you
yeah.
got to get your own dollars.
Oh, no.
But get all of them.
Everyone.
What the fuck? Stop making movies in the back, nigga.
nigga trying to twirl around like a helicopter.
Bro, yeah. God damn, fucking me up. You know,
got
I
the
got
thing on him, bro. You know
No,
what
I
I'm
got
saying?
anxiety.
You
I ain't got my
PTSD.
gun on me, first of all.
Nah, I don't do
I
that
try to
shit
respect
no
his
more
shit.
though, man. I don't do that.
What was the
shit
last
no
prank
more.
call? Like, when you said I ain't doing this shit no more for real?
2010 maybe.
On the dot. You remember that
Because
shit.
prank calls was an era, though, dog.
That's hard work, though.
Folks don't answer unknown numbers no more.
I tried to do it. I prank called Ricky, though. It was funny. I had my homeboy call him.
Yo, we did one, man. Me, Ricky, and nephew Tommy. It was one of the moments where, had I known this would be the only prank the three of us would be on, I'd have like tried harder.
Yeah, that's the big thing.
Damn.
But it was it's on YouTube. It's called Fake Viagra Prescription. And we just called a pharmacist and accused him of giving fake Viagra. And it's just me, Tommy, and Ricky. And it's like the only time the three of us have ever been in the same room in our careers.
Hilarious.
The three of us, at least.
You never done a show with Ricky?
I've never performed with Ricky. I've done like radio shit with Ricky, but like actually being on a show, it was just like me and Ronnie, just always missed each other, man.
Wow. Right.
But like prank calls, man, all that sketch and shit, it's a young nigga's game, man. So that's why like 2010, I was in my 30s. I was like, I can't be doing this shit
That
no
part.
more. Like young motherfuckers got to do this. And then I took all my pranks off of all of the shit. Like it's still up, it's still on YouTube. Like it's underground, but like as far as like
Why'd you take
Spotify, iTunes, because the problem I was starting to run into was people only knew me as the prank call dude.
Okay.
And that's a dangerous label to shake. If once that shit stick, if that's what you get known for.
But the way this
Dang
streaming
on.
money working, you can drop that back catalog, my boy.
Saying that I won't bring it back. I just gotta establish myself and all this other shit first.
Niggas talking like Yogi Bear. For my next trick, prank call.
I had my homeboy call Ricky and say his name was on the AIDS contact list and call back. It said, call this number back and say B4 or something. And nigga called back and said, B4. We was like, Ricky, we got your ass, nigga. We couldn't even hold it.
Y'all, that is not a prank call.
That's a
That
lawsuit.
nigga was scared as fuck,
Bro,
bro.
he cleared his throat.
I was up.
He went through all the dirty bitches in his mouth.
You
That's
can
a
hear that
lawsuit.
nigga look around on the phone. B4.
Yeah. Then I also learned with them pranks, man, the other way they can go south is when you involve other people that ain't got nothing to do with it. This girl beat up this girl, right?
That's funny. That's a T-shirt.
Yeah.
This girl beat up this girl.
This girl beat up this girl.
This girl beat up this girl, and I called the winner of the fight posing as the brother of the loser of the fight. You beat up my sister, bitch. Why you put your hands on my sister? I'm going to come to where you work and beat your ass. She go, well, cool. Meet me at Dairy Queen because I know she working right now. I'm going to go beat her ass again.
Oh, no.
Click.
Oh,
no.
And she was, by the time we got her back on the phone, she was on the way to Dairy Queen.
Pull up. They made up pull up back then.
And that's another reason why I was like, I can't be doing this shit no more, man.
Liability.
It's liability. And once you have a son and you got like shit to look like, when I was 22, sleeping in the fucking bus station, sleeping at the Flying J between gigs. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, motherfucker, your son taught my son how to jack off. Let's fight.
Yeah, let's get to it.
But you fucking hit 35 and in my 40s now? No, I ain't finna do that shit. Let them young ones handle that shit. I saw a prank. It was some motherfucker, man. I don't know his name, so I'm not trying to not get a brother credit or whatever. You seen this one where the motherfuckers in he's like in some Middle Eastern robe, and he just runs up on motherfuckers in public and just throw a book bag and then just fucking take off.
You'll get shot fucking around.
Yo, that's the thing about pranks today. They have to be physically.
It's all about shock value.
It's like, bro, some of this shit is gonna get you fucked up. Like, it's this one prank where a dude runs in people's cars as they're pumping gas, and then runs out.
On the other side?
No, like he just runs in like, my bad, dog, my bad, and then just runs out.
You gonna get popped, boy.
Bro, you gonna get your ass shot.
I just saw my whole car with bullet holes in it.
That's what I'm saying.
When you say that, that's what I saw.
You going like you really pumping your gas, and dude just come in and just, oh my bad, dog.
Nah, yeah.
You gonna see it's gonna be one white boy. We about to do some pranks. Hey guys, we're doing pranks today at Lenox Mall. You're like, oh hell no, niggas! It's the last show.
Right. You gonna get shot like this?
What I hate though, and I don't know if this is race, maybe it is. How you gonna get shot? I tried to go past it, but I just couldn't.
I don't play no games. Bitch.
Underhand.
They got shot with a pink 380.
Who was the one down in Miami? Was it Bunk? Was that his name?
Boot Gang.
Bunk Gang. Yeah, he was wild with
He
it.
turned his life over to Christ.
Yeah, he had to.
He was trying to kill himself.
He was going way hard.
He was falling asleep in
He turned his
interviews.
life over to Christ, and he turned his techniques over to the niggas that went into the Capitol.
Boot Gang crackers.
They the new boom gang.
Boot Gang, where the emails at? Boot Gang,
We
where the
got
ballots?
boot game on January 6th.
Gang
That's what
ballots.
happened.
I just hate that
That's funny, nigga.
that for all of these black pranksters they have out there who basically started the same way Jackass started, which was just doing the shit to make their friends laugh.
Right.
Ain't none of them get no fucking show. Ain't get no check. Ain't get nothing. That's the part of it that I don't like. Because some of that shit is funny, and there's ways to.
Funny Marco does it good. Shout out to Funny Marco.
If you're a good TV exec, you could be like, you could look at some wild nigga and be like, I can rein that nigga in. I can rein that. I can calm him down. Hey, nigga, turn it down to about a 6.
Is that on us or is that on the network? I
It's
mean,
on the
because if we're the
networks.
bridge to the networks, they don't understand that part of culture.
No, so which is why we just have to build our own shit. But by the time we build our own shit, when the network come knocking, I don't need the network because I got my own shit. Like you know how hard it'll be. Like when I shot my pilot for Comedy Central 2-3 years ago, like I told Country Wayne this shit to his face. I said, "Man, you doing me a favor." We had Country Wayne in my pilot, and he came for 2 days. If you know the type of money he fucking make in a week on
Yes.
Facebook,
Yeah.
he
don't
took
have
a
to be
loss.
Yeah, fucking
come-
with TV.
Fucking with TV, and I was so fucking thankful, man. I was so fucking thankful. Like when you look at like Wildin' Out is a great example. I was just talking about this shit with Stilo from Ridiculousness, and we were talking about how when you look at Jackass and Jersey Shore, both of those IPs have a spin-off universe. Jackass has created numerous extra spin-off shows of animals and movies, all types of shit. Jersey Shore got 8-9 different spin-offs and reunion shows and challenge
Like
shows.
they 60 now. Like how the fuck is Jersey Shore still going on
Yeah.
vacation to the boardwalk?
You're right.
But the fact that nobody from Wildin' Out over the fucking 15, 20-year life of that show has had something else standalone separate on that network when you had all of this fucking talent come through, and Nick Cannon set them niggas up for success because I'm gonna put tried and trues with new names who are fucking funny, with most known unknowns, with a Cat and a D-Ray and a Corey Holcomb, and then you go later on, it's y'all. Like you start building these tent poles. You put new talent with tent poles that people trust, and you build them. The fact that the 85 South show exists outside of any, like you had them niggas right there, was right there.
Y'all had them.
They're right there.
That was the launching pad because
They would have signed.
yeah,
At
was the
that
launching
time,
pad.
yes.
No cap.
Because they kind of got cooler at, they knew each other, but they got cooler when they all went to Wild 'N Out when it was like in the trenches together.
Telling me Just
I remember-
Hilarious couldn't
remember
have
they
shot
shot-
some shit for that network.
Remember they shot
It
the
could've been-
first one? It was a pilot.
So this is what they do though. They use those same people to not do spinoffs, but have them host digital entities. So they have like singles shows, and they had like a little dating show, and they have Conceited and Justina, but never on the network.
I
like
mean,
you said.
that's integration. I understand that. Like,
But now they literally
But-
use it to build up that platform. Like, and now Wild 'N Out Digital, I mean, it's hundreds of millions of views per whatever the hell they put up.
yeah, and it's like now, if Viacom went to anybody on Wild 'N Out now, it's like, hey, let's do something. You would have to freaking damn near back up the Brinks truck, because the ones that haven't blown yet that are on there, they know their worth and they know the game, and they've looked over there and seen them niggas having fun with no contracts, and no
Yeah.
fucking paperwork.
They be coming whenever they want to.
They should be right there in Shula King's face right now, going,
What you
Please.
need? What you need?
please.
Put your face on this screen. Yeah. Anybody want to tell me why Shula King ain't on motherfucking
I'm telling you.
or something? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That's how it goes, though, man.
So, that part of it I don't like when we talk about like pranks and all of that shit, because I see young black people doing things that are moving the culture and not ever being rewarded from it.
Right.
So it's like it's entertaining, but then in the back of my mind, the shit makes me a little sad because I'm like, that motherfucker ain't gonna even get his due.
Yeah.
And I ain't in a position yet to put somebody on like that yet. So that's why I try to fucking grind. Like I'm trying now with this Fox show that I sold and this NBC show that I sold, where I'm trying to like get the leverage, because once you can get one or two shows, if you look at like well-respected TV creators, once you can prove that your brain got good ideas, or that you know how to find the people that's got the good ideas, you eat forever. Then everybody
That's
fucking
why I
eats.
watch credits, because like some of the same people be in some of the same credits for the
Especially
same
Black Hollywood. Oh my God, it's a lot of overlap.
But you connected to a lot of stories. A lot of origin stories start with Roy Wood took me on the road, or Roy Wood called this person for me. I've heard a lot of other comedians like give you your props and like looking out. Like that's just in you, because that's what makes me want to like look out for everybody around me.
It don't fucking hurt me.
Right.
Right.
It don't fucking hurt me. And then also down the road, nigga, I might need your help. So let me go and plant this seed. Like, it's a lot of, man, ain't no sense in naming names. But there are a lot of OGs that started after us that are extremely disrespectful to the generation after us.
Come on.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Dude.
Our old heads don't fucking uplift the little homies the way they should. They talk shit about them. That's why I love that fucking COVID happened, because you talk shit about all them niggas, and then all you niggas had to set up a webcam and a light.
Right. I had to go
figure
buy
out-
everything. That
Hey,
day.
face close as hell to the camera. Hold on. Am I live yet?
Y'all tune in with me every Thursday.
I just saw how, because I
Ooh.
remember we got treated like shit by like
have
when-
coffee
like
and
if you-
conversations every Thursday.
Fiber pills.
IG live. I mean, live.
IG live.
We going live on live, baby.
When you can't, what you saying when y'all first started, what?
Nah, it
Like-
was probably way better with you.
When you if you look at comedians that have legit stayed in the game, we're talking past the 30-year mile marker, right? There has to be an evolution creatively, or you have to figure out a way to become young again or connect with youth again. And like you have to like change who you are or change who you be around creatively. That's the only way. Like John Witherspoon is probably the best example of it, because he knew how to appeal to young people and old people, and he would put young people on the shows with him. His son, low key, was a blessing, because having his son, he had a live-in motherfucker giving him the game on where shit is going. Mm-hmm. And so he was always up on social, always up on how to be connected. And like, he didn't do it often. He wasn't posting every day.
He was like cooking and stuff on Instagram.
Just weird, just random shit.
Yeah.
But that's more valuable than 5 minutes on fucking The Tonight Show.
Yeah.
In terms of traction and visibility. So there was a lot of cats that just disregarded that, in my opinion. And I think they learned the lesson. But, it's a lot of folks that helped me along the way. So I just try to be the same nigga that folks was to me. Because there's a lot of cats that vouched that didn't have to. Right. That put me on the show when they fucking didn't have to. Like, I had give it like D.L. Hughley, man. Nigga, I got passed at the Stardome. So at the time, I just started at the radio station, but I wasn't passed at the Stardome. And so I lied and told the comedy, the radio station hosted nigga night at the comedy club or whatever. Welcome out, y'all. 95.7 welcomes you to the D.L. Hughley show tonight. Who listens to the morning show? Yep. So when I got on at the station, that was the first thing I did was go down to the comedy club. Go, yeah, I work at 95.7. My Apollo appearance is coming up soon. And, I need to open up for D.L. Hughley. I don't want. And so I went to DL backstage. And I go, I'm here in a radio station capacity. I'm supposed to just throw out the shirts and get the fuck out the way. Would you mind if I do 3 minutes? He was like, go ahead, brother. Go on, do your thing. I do the 3. I come off stage. He go, that was good. Stay around second show and do 10. And that's little shit like that. That should have changed it. Because, comedy, man, that shit, you only get like 2 inspiring moments a year. The rest of the year, you want to kill yourself. Boy.
Man, that's a shirt to not sell.
You need that one little fucking
Cry yourself to sleep.
That's a hoodie you just put on your head and you put it around your knees like a bitch.
They ain't sent the deposit yet. That's the deposit ain't came yet shirt.
Bro, I remember. Oh God. I remember when I first moved to LA. I was taking acting classes, and I emailed Aisha Tyler, black woman, OG. Mm-hmm. On the mainstream side of things, but still, she got Talk Soup. She made a tape of her hosting a fictional version of Talk Soup that she sent to the producers, and they booked her off of a fucking self-made demo tape. Wow, damn. That's some self-made that's YouTube show before YouTube show. Right. Like YouTube wasn't even a thing, and she just made a fake show, clips the whole wop. So I always like that just fucking stayed. So I was like, this seemed like a good person to ask some shit. I asked her a bunch of shit. I sent her a disrespectfully long email. Like 7-8 paragraphs. Like just way too much shit. And she fucking replied. She fucking replied and broke down LA and how to fucking move within the city and all of that shit. So, I don't know, just a little shit like that stick with you. Because, my whole fucking life, dog, my whole life is just a collection of people who helped me who didn't have to.
Right on.
Hey, man.
That's all it is. And then half of them are dead or they so rich I can't do shit for them. Yeah. You either dead or you chameleonaire.
Hilarious.
I read your Wikipedia page. I don't know why. Before that's the first time I've ever researched a guest.
First time.
And you go to Wikipedia for the answers? Nah, but why? I want to know about this pilot you had with Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh, Whoopi Goldberg, dog. This was Jermaine Fowler.
Shout out to Jermaine.
Whoopi Goldberg played Jermaine Fowler's aunt or some shit. I was Jermaine Fowler's daddy. That's when I knew I need to lose weight too. Cause I ain't but like 6-7 years older than Jermaine Fowler, and it was like you can be his father. I was like, okay.
Oh, shit.
Like I'm 240 now. At the time when I got cast, I was 275. And he was like, yeah, you can be Jermaine's daddy. I'm like, all right.
Y'all ain't got no more daddies?
But I like hip-hop too, guys.
Yeah, they were like, nah, nigga, we see that grade coming in. You're the daddy. Yeah.
You got a responsible goatee, though. Like a goatee seems like you take care of a lot of shit.
It's all right. Like I pay bills. This is pay bills.
Yeah, that's the thing. He got his shit together. He got all his insurances.
Yeah, it was Dolores and Jermaine. That was the name of it. Whoopi was fucking amazing on it, man. But, it's the network. They decide what goes and what don't. what I heard at the time was that she was still in contract negotiations with The View or whatever, and so I heard that the show was tied to that, and it take too long to negotiate that shit. Everybody's contract expired. Like when you shoot a pilot, you got like 2 months to decide what the deal gonna be, and whatever it was after 2 months, everybody's free to go and do whatever the fuck they want after that. Which in a wild way is a blessing in disguise, because I booked the Daily Show like 4 months after that pilot got turned down. So and that's how I became a humorist.
A great American.
Roy Wood Jr., the great American humorist.
Man, Trevor Noah came. He came to New York, and Jon Stewart passed him the ball, and they were trying to find it. And at that point, I was on my daddy shit with the comedy and starting to talk about political shit. And this is when the Confederate flag shit was going off, and I had a lot of bits about that. And word got back to Trevor, and then Neil Brennan passed my name over to Trevor.
Oh wow!
And got the audition.
That's what fucking
shout out to Neil, bro.
That was
that. Connections.
But yeah, it's wild when you look back. Cause you gotta remember, I started my whole career on probation. Have we ever talked about that shit?
That's why you was on the Greyhound.
That's why them suits were so baggy. Cover that
ankle.
Yeah,
you got in trouble. You was boosting that fam, huh?
Yeah.
You was the plug. Roy was the plug.
I was clothes plug.
Yeah, that's why you got them pants.
Nice.
He forgot where he stole them from. who made these FAMU britches?
My last one.
We've been Googling FAMU britches all day. Who made
man.
What?
That's also why I never smoked weed, man, because I had to piss. And I ain't never want to fucking piss dirty and lose my travel, because I had a probation officer that was like, he was lax as fuck. Like, probation, you ain't supposed to go nowhere. You supposed to go to work and go to fuck home. I'm like, nigga, I have a gig in Kansas City.
Yep.
I will be taking the bus.
Yep.
And trust me, I won't be doing nothing. And then he was like, well, you got to prove that it's a comedy show. If you can prove that it's a comedy show, but you're doing like nigga nights and open mics.
They ain't even make flyers sometimes.
Yeah.
So how you think I learned Photoshop?
Oh, wow.
Because I had to fucking make my own shit.
Yeah.
Just to fucking, So you just start learning all these fucking tools, and then that shit it's survival. What can I do to get a little bit better and just get an advantage? Because once you start realizing, man, this shit is deeper than fucking jokes, dog. The jokes is the least important part of the fucking equation. God damn, Royce. So you got to figure out all that extra shit and learn and algorithms and like you got to see where the game going. Like I'm trying to.
Comedians inside of big cities really take for granted the amount of places where you could work. Like the fact you even had to leave your town just to even go to an open mic. It's crazy to me.
To perform, I lived in Tallahassee, and at the time in the South in '98, the only city with weekly open mic was Atlanta and Tampa. That's it. And we talking from St. Louis down to Miami.
Yeah.
Nowhere else had, not even Coconut Grove at the time. They didn't have weekly. They had a club, but open mic was not every fucking week. So you could do nigga rooms. That was stage time, but you had to fucking travel, dog. You couldn't just live in the city. I love what Atlanta is now. I would have moved here had I known that it was going to be this. But at the time, Atlanta was the Punchline and Roswell, and you had to show up to that bitch at fucking 5 o'clock for an 8 o'clock show.
Doing the Hunger Games shit right in the front.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
5-hour wait.
Could you talk about NACA? Because I remember going there and you was like the only other black dude. It was like me and you on the whole shit. And I'd be like, "What going on up there?" Yeah, they ain't booking shit this week.
So the college market for the viewers, the college market is a whole nother fucking beast from the comedy clubs where you send a tape and some selection committee, if they like you, you get chosen to perform at NACA, which is basically the NFL combine for college.
All entertainment.
Yeah.
Correct. Every college in the country, it's regionals and there's national conferences, but there's 5 or 6 conferences, and at any given conference, there's representatives from 100 to 200 schools. At nationals is 700-800 fucking schools. So 4 or 5 people per school times 200 motherfuckers, and they all in a room, and over the course of a weekend, they'll watch 40 comedians, 40 singers, a bunch of jugglers, magicians, just anything, trash can banging, stomp,
Bucket
He had a nigga
banging.
with an oxygen bar. That's what he just had different flavor oxygens.
and booked schools.
Booked a lot of them.
And so the schools at the end of the weekend on some slave auction shit go, we like him. Do you like him? Yeah, we like him. All right, well, great. Let's both book him.
Yeah.
And so that's how you book. That's how you book colleges. And so that was the fucking lifeblood. And that's where the fucking 7-Up joke and the book buyback joke fucking
down.
destroyed,
Crazy.
nigga.
Hold down.
Fucking destroyed. Oh my God, six
in your
ups.
7-Ups. He drove 6 ups.
This their first comedy show. A lot of times you their first comedy club. You the first black person a lot of these kids see close.
They remember
up
that shit
live.
forever.
Like
Yeah.
in Maine and Vermont and shit. I was everywhere.
I remember
North and South
mine.
Dakota.
Lavelle Crawford, Rob Stapleton, and Corey Zuman Miller at FAMU my sophomore year, and
Hell of a
we
show.
heckled the fuck out of them niggas. We heckled them so bad that like 15 years later, when I finally worked with Lavelle, I apologized,
For the crowd.
and he remembered.
Of course.
Yeah, y'all them niggas up there in the top on the left. I was like, yes, sir. Yeah,
I did fan with Lavelle and they heckled him. From when y'all heckled him, he was already on one. The nigga said, Bruce, he said, nigga, I hope your uncle and your daddy run a train on you, nigga. And nigga shut the gym down, the old gym. I said, he said it to some children, nigga. He said that shit. First thing he said, I was Double D was hosting our feature. He went up, a nigga yelled out, Bruce. Everybody lost it. He said, he said, nigga, I hope
Uncle and your daddy.
your uncle and your daddy run a train on you, nigga. They all like
That's
screaming
tough.
from this nigga.
You got to.
get him, Lavelle.
Lavelle is a beast, man.
But yeah, them colleges, man, like the money goes up, but like if we can pocket watch for a second, like if you coming in the game and you new to the college market, you can average $1,000 a show. So if it's 100 schools and you go up there for 15 minutes and you rip, you have to rip. You cannot just do you have to fucking destroy the fucking room. You could book 20 to 30 schools, and they block that shit within 4 months. So you work early fall, late spring. That's February, March, and September, October. Like that's the sweet spot for college gigs. So you book 30 schools at a G a pop. That take a lot of stress off of you. You ain't got to sleep at the
Then
Flying
you come
J
back
no
to
more.
Uptown with all the Sean John and like 3,500 in your pocket.
Yeah,
You going up? Hell yeah, I'm gonna go up, nigga.
but if you ain't careful,
Yeah.
you've done too many colleges in a row, and you ain't been out in the real world and performing in front of real people with real problems. And then you get on stage at Uptown with that book buyback shit.
That lollipop shit.
Yeah, you ever been walking across the quad? And you're like, shit. So,
Fucking campus security.
so you got to work. You kind of got to work both muscles, or eventually you got to choose. Like, I accepted that I aged out of colleges. I had a great run, and that is what you're supposed to do. That's what's right for me. I had a good 10-year rip in them fucking colleges, and then you get to a point where the shit you want to talk about, they ain't trying to hear that shit. They ain't trying to really go deep into. Like, I had a joke about how black people always fall in slow motion in civil rights movies.
I seen that, bro.
Ain't no 19-year-old seen enough civil rights movies to get that joke.
To get that joke, that shit funny as hell.
I just did NACA, so.
But but you have a likability that I don't have on stage, because once you start talking about real shit and then I forget to smile, they assume I'm angry.
That's hilarious.
And anger does not book at a college. Energy and charisma books at a college. And fucking Ronnie, you got fucking charisma. And it's like if you're up tempo or you're charismatic, you can live longer in a college market. Like a nigga like Tony Roberts still destroys.
yeah.
Destroys.
I
But
had
he
to
can
stop
come back
bouncing.
into a
I
room.
had to stop doing so many and just go. Like, I just had to go on the road with Bill Bellevue for like 2 years just to. I didn't even want to. Like you said, I couldn't say roommate no more. Like my mouth, I couldn't bite no honey bun no more. Nigga. I can't do this shit. I'm going crazy. I want to talk about this wife and these bills, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, I had to make myself find balance, and then, you know, start something else. Like, you know, do some other shit. Get another skill set. So.
I mean, but there's comics out there, man. There's comics that people have never heard of and will never hear of that make $300,000 to $400,000 a year strictly performing at colleges, on cruise ships, or doing
cruise
like
ships.
Christian comedy. Oh my God,
They make money.
You know how much money it is in Jesus?
Akatunde Chocolate, Small
Fry?
Fire. Her name's Small Fire now.
She went to Small Fire now.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I
need to see the
asked
new shit.
my boy Creflo's son is one of my homeboys. I said, what they be paying at them church thing? He said, man, they just give them something. I said, what? Like he
Give 'em
just
some.
like it'd be like a bunch of pastors, they all millionaires, and they all just give it. Like it could be 40,000 that day. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like him. They all like the Lord led me to.
Yeah,
Ain't no set
look you
price.
up.
You just pull up.
but you cannot
You
double
can't
clutch. You can't double clutch on that church shit though. You got to be about that life.
Yeah, you got to.
They'll come get you.
They watching your IG
Yeah.
every day. That I saw a post that was troubling about that young man.
Troubling.
Fuck around and you fuck up your money. So
Right,
you got to
yeah.
really be about that. But you know, it's that. Like I know, I was for a minute. I thought I was going to be a corporate comedian and just do shows for companies. That shit pay $50,000 if we're gonna pocket watch for a second and just talk the economics. Low end $25 for one show
Nigga,
for
corporate
an
pay a
hour.
lot, bro.
But corporate is hard.
It is very
It's a bunch of people who want to laugh but can't.
Right.
Hey, Home Depot, how are you?
all the regional, but they book like Earth, Wind, and Fire and shit like that. Like
Yeah, and they crush.
you got to go up
'Cause
and-
you drunk.
after them. they do the
Yeah.
order wrong and shit.
The only corporate gigs I don't like doing, but I know I have to do them just on some moral shit, is it's gonna sound fucked up. The toughest gig I have to do is cancer charity shows. Like, now let me start with my dad died of prostate cancer. So if I don't want nobody, nigga, you don't know about it. I do. I know everything there is to know about that arc of somebody's life, right? But if we talking just straight up, how the fuck am I gonna make these people laugh? Right. Like sitting in the back with your notes really going through every joke, motherfucker. I like when you do them cancer shows, you can't stumble. Because they didn't just shown like you're not first at the cancer show. It's 20 minutes of
Stories.
it's story,
of gut
it's
wrenching
survival,
trauma.
and then they roll the footage of this is what your money will go to when you donate tonight, and then they show the hospital with all of the people in the recovery, and they ringing the bell, and then they do it in memoriam of somebody that was at last year's banquet and they dead. And now it's you.
Now it's you.
I was
And
about to
now
say,
Roy Wood Jr.
And now
Give
you
it up for American humorist.
And if you ain't funny, they ain't gonna cut the check.
No.
But look, you got to watch all them ball babies
Okay,
on the
so that
video
would-
before
And you got to do all your time.
That's what makes sense. All right.
For corporate gigs, you got to hit the
Don't
number.
come short. Same for college. I
They'll
did
send
College, you got to hit the number.
They'll tell.
I did 37 minutes on a 55-minute contract. They sent me back on stage.
Get back out there.
I had a
You better go ask some questions.
Yeah.
I had a school
So how's
email
y'all cafeteria?
Got
my
another
manager,
deuce
my
deuce
agent.
out there, buddy.
Ronnie was great, but he did 49 minutes.
What was the
Supposed to do an
contract?
hour. 60.
Contract was 60. They want their minutes.
Yeah. We bought you, boy. You don't remember?
Yo,
I
what's
said,
the
that
NACA
I
auction?
said that in Iowa, like, because you know Black History Month during NACA, all the white schools booked the shit out of black comedians. I was like, and I was getting older. You know how you get a little more angry. I was like, damn, y'all bought a nigga on Black History Month. That what y'all did? I was in Iowa, all white girls. They were like, he didn't do that at NACA. I said, y'all know what y'all did for good white people. Y'all bought a black dude for Black History Month. How y'all feel about it? Well, you read at me. Hey, now, like, I'm just kind of rolled out of it. They were like, we
The
fucking
trick-
did. We did.
The trick with them being shocked at material that we're not shocked to do that we've been doing for 15, 20
Sorry,
years.
somebody
you
just
gotta slow
opened
it
a
down.
can of soda really loudly.
Yeah, a nigga that's been in the movies.
Yeah.
Exclusive
Halloween.
Nigga that's been on sets that have
A
been
nigga
quiet
that live on set.
since he
Queen
was 12 years
Sugar.
old. The nigga was actually and get on the bus. He didn't even have a speaking part. He was on the bus.
This is the nigga that stole 6 of the 7.
This nigga actually marched from Montgomery for real.
Oh, shout out big bro Omar Dorsey.
Man,
Yeah,
Omar
you know
Dorsey
what
in
time
the
it is.
building.
Cracked that cherry
Yeah.
peps over there on their head, didn't he?
Like an old nigga. He
You
said,
got-
been talking a long time.
I thought it was a 40. I thought it was a deuce, some shit like.
He gonna say some shit like them goddamn
before you
Falcons.
got
Like, nigga, what the?
Nigga opened up a 211 over there.
They got another mic because I know Omar got the new.
Still reserved. That shit was loud as hell.
You about to
Omar
start
the
cutting the
cowboy
grass.
movie, right?
Omar in that new Halloween movie that's dropping. The
Halloween
Michael
Kid.
Why
Myers.
is Michael Myers still here?
Shout out.
Hey, y'all seen that video with that little boy with the Michael Myers mask on, but he blind, so he got his glasses on top of the mask. His older brother is roasting the shit out of him.
Yes. He said, was that you yesterday who couldn't get through it?
He said, boy, Michael Myers can't see.
Omar and that man. We gotta get Omar Dorsey in this bitch, man.
Clap it up for
Hey,
goddamn East
come
Side
on, man.
Omar
Queen Sugar's on.
Dorsey. What show?
About to say for the fifth time, we got
Pride of
him.
ATL.
Culture Rican. What's
Come
up
on, man.
What's the
you doing,
black dope boy show you on with? Is it Power or is it BMF?
Raising Canaan.
Raising
Canaan.
Canaan, Power
That's
Book
a
3.
Power, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
What's up, man?
happening?
Looking
Congratulations.
Brother, my
Are you in that joint with Idris and Regina Hall?
The horse.
cut me out.
Oh, okay. All right, I
It
heard.
happens to the best of
They
us.
cut me out.
You got to wear the cowboy shit though, right?
Yeah, I'm playing the Cowboys.
All right,
but
cool.
They cut you out.
What's that call like when they call me like, "Hey, nigga, we ain't gonna be. You ain't gonna be in the
I'll be real
movie."
with you. I felt like I was like, why am I playing this role? And let me tell you what role it was. I was like, I'm 10 years younger than this nigga.
Oh, you
I felt
playing
like you and
And the dude playing the daddy.
But no, it was cool though, man.
Man.
He'll bring me back for the prequel and the sequel, so it's all.
All right,
Hey man,
yeah.
he always at some fancy
You ain't
shit.
swallow dust for nothing for
Exactly.
goddamn
Right.
2 weeks.
Smell
That shit
horse
like a lot
shit
of
for
dust
2
out there.
weeks, goddamn.
Man, I'll tell you,
Miss y'all,
man.
bro.
Hey man,
Come
same
on,
to you,
bro.
man.
You just interviewed me like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, man.
Going back to what I was talking about motherfuckers that just show you love who you
Put
can
you
never
on.
fucking repay. Like it's and I'm real, man. Like it's motherfuckers in Black Hollywood that high side you and act like they better than folks. And like Omar has always been a solid ass dude that makes you feel like you belong. Like you're just in the room
Right.
and like it's like first day of school when you're in certain rooms. It's like that Forrest Gump on the bus, and Omar's that nigga. You can sit here if you want, and hang with us, nigga. Man, we fucking ran the streets during Essence Fest. Been solid ever since, man.
We was running the streets when I was doing Selma. I got you drunk as hell. You passed out in the church lot.
wanna
Let me
remember
tell
that.
you this, it wasn't
He
a
got y'all
church
drunk
lot.
for the ancestors though. You know what I'm saying?
One
It
time
wasn't a
sale.
church lot. It was a CVS parking lot that on Sunday mornings turns into the overflow
Wait a
For the
minute.
church.
for the
Let
church.
out.
Was it a drive-in or some shit?
No, it was some shit downtown, midtown.
Niggas was at CVS.
The last
Niggas
time I
on Poncha
threw up,
train?
it was with my brother. You know what
Omar
I'm saying?
Dorsey.
We on dark all night. He's like, shit, we got some vodka. I mean, we all go down.
We all go down.
Bruh, I drunk that motherfucker one shot.
You drink like that?
Yeah.
Oh, threw up. Yeah.
Omar be like at Ava DuVernay baby shower and shit on Instagram.
Right.
Like, damn, this dude, you can't even leave no comment. You can't even put this shit in the
Hey.
IG story. He got his shit so blocked up.
I ain't gonna even stunt, man. But so Roy won the Emmy, right? But we was at the
Come
Emmys.
on, man.
But
Why
we was at
you
the
ain't
Emmys.
say that?
We got an Emmy winner in the house.
Nah, I ain't winning. The Daily Show won the
Nigga,
Emmy.
y'all won, yes, and we lost.
You
And-
can-
and
You
when
played
they
with the
see us
96
lost.
Bulls, nigga?
But we was sitting beside him. This nigga had a tuxedo with some flower pants on. Ava dusted and smoked this nigga all night, bro. She was killing his ass, man.
Yeah.
I was like, but you was fashion forward with that shit, though.
Yeah, man.
'Cause our niggas were-
He had the hat first with the suit.
Yep, yep, yeah.
Nigga, you been trending.
When French Montana wear it, don't say shit. Roy wear it.
I'm Soulja Boy, baby. Shit. They did it first.
Who
So
first
hold
nigga
on,
wear a
tell
ball
us a
cap
story
with a suit?
about you getting drunk with. And
So and this is what I mean with just including and inviting people. You're like, yeah, man, me and some folks, man, we drinking on rooftop. Come on rooftop. I get to this fucking condo. First person I see is Anthony Mackie walk off the elevator. I'm like, well,
okay, Captain America.
Tupac here.
Captain America.
Tupac.
Tupac is here.
respect his falcon.
Nigga was
Y'all gonna put some respect on his falcon.
Ooh, I said Captain America.
Oh, no,
He-
that's-
Yeah, Captain America.
Yeah, he went to Tupac.
No, that nigga went to Crampton.
Papa Doc.
Fuck free world,
Clarence
nigga.
face ass.
I get up on the roof. It's pretty much every black actor from The Walking Dead.
Wow.
It's every black actor from the Selma movie, and half of the black actors from Black Panther, which at the time was, I think, pre-production or like early. And I'm just like, oh, this is cool. And everybody just chill. There's no barking from the dog, no smog, and like just like you don't get that in L.A.
No.
You don't get to just be around fucking Black Hollywood where it's just a fucking normal transaction, and that shit was fun. And I drank too much, and then person I came with, they was still up there. I'm gonna go down to the car and just take me a nap.
Lay it on down.
And I lay down in the back seat. I wake up the next morning in the back seat of my own fucking rental car, and it's fucking people getting ready for church, looking in the car, judging me.
Is that the nigga that goddamn hit the Apollo?
Wood, wake up, boy. You still ain't shit.
Still ain't shit.
Wake your ass up.
And don't tell nobody you from Birmingham.
Better claim Montgomery, nigga, your garbage ass.
That's the dope shit about Dorsey, bro. He makes every space feel like home. Or like, you know what I'm saying, you can just relax, you can just chill. It's always a kickback vibe.
That's how it was with I went to the Miami Film Festival down there.
Yeah.
Me and my wife kicking it. Dorsey said, "Come down to the lobby." This nigga kicking it with Colonel Taylor. I'm like, nigga,
Colonel Taylor.
Glenn Turner. Glenn Turner used to smash Anita Baker, nigga. I mean, Aretha Franklin. What? Aretha Franklin. I done jumped up. Yeah, and I was like, they kicked, like they was just kicking it by the outside. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to go. You know, I got to go. My wife waiting on me. You know, I just probably came out and get some ice or some shit. But he was like, come out here, nigga.
Yeah, man. Nah, that's how it is.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Inclusive.
That's what it's supposed to be, though, man. Like, we all in the same hustle, man. Like, ain't no reason to be, somebody to be acting like they big or anything like that. I mean, like anybody. I don't care who it is. You know what I'm saying? It could be fucking Sam Jackson or whatever, man. Come on, man. You need to meet my man. You need to meet, this motherfucker Ronnie Jordan, one of the funniest motherfuckers in the world. You need to meet Reemo, because Reemo be with me everywhere in the world. Yeah. You stay with me in New York for a whole damn week, man. We be everywhere with it, man.
It's crazy. Like, the way you're introduced sometimes in circles is the way people perceive you.
Exactly.
Especially as a comedian.
Especially as a comedian or a creative. Like, being a creative, you can be so multidimensional. And you're introduced as a comedian to some people. You're introduced as a writer to some people. You're introduced as a videographer or a director to some people.
Right.
So this is like circling back to someone like Rob Hardy, sitting down with him, being like, this is my little bro Reemo. You're a DP, director, whatever. And he's like, I know Reemo, bro. You're like, you doing that now? He's like, it's just a cool thing to be able to say and to be around. So,
Hey, yeah, nigga. Yeah, now I think about it.
But that's the stuff that helps build community and shit. Like that's the stuff that helps, because that's something I ain't good at. I ain't good at meeting new motherfuckers. Like I'm very fucking low
cool
key
nigga about that too. Running the same way.
Yeah.
Because I don't be knowing. Like my default is I'm gonna expect you to fucking high side me, and I don't want to give you an opportunity to fucking be an asshole. So I just ain't gonna say shit. And then you start finding out, oh no, it's a bunch of cool motherfuckers in this business.
I like it when you in LA and this, like you said, there's a bunch of black people, but it's like that. Woo, because you've been on set all day being political.
Yeah.
Right? You be on set being proper and shit. You like, nigga, what's up in this motherfucker?
Wow. Finna eat a pizza from the back, nigga.
Like when you go to those award shows, those
Pizza from the back.
Damn, around these crackers all day, bro. I want to do something crazy. I'm finna turn that bitch around, man.
eat that crust first.
I'm finna eat crust first pizza.
Garlic crust.
I need to do that today, bro. Yeah, bro.
I'm definitely. I gotta go to that show tonight, man. When we swap my nose, man, I do it.
You got you. Oh,
Yo, you know what? Like how we be going like, all right, so those little award shows and shit, man, they be bullshit. But like the nights before are the real fun ones. But it's always like the black folks end up getting together in the same group, because it'd be like me and Roy and Keenan or somebody. We'll be all together and laughing and with Niecy and shit and kicking it. And be all Tone to be there. Y'all know Tone to be there.
You gotta get Tone on here.
Yeah, for sure. But it's just and that's what it is. It's like we can breathe, and I ain't got to worry about the motherfuckers from CAA and all of them. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd be like, whew, I'm with my folks.
right. Yes. Drink dark and white.
Exactly.
Ain't nothing like seeing a backwood open at a black front. You like,
Yeah.
oh, he just busted backwood. Yes. Shit, yes. I can go get nigga.
You gotta appreciate everybody that get that foot in the door, but they leave that back foot in the door.
100%.
Come on,
Sure.
man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not a lot of that, man. I just feel like, again, a lot of the fucking OGs underestimated how much they would need the new niggas later on in their career. And then you got to plant them seeds now, man. Yeah. That's how, low key, I would rather kick it. Like, I love it when fucking young niggas come to my show. Now, I know, shout out to Corey Holcomb, because Corey Holcomb brought this up a couple of times on his show, where it be too many people in your green room and shit like that, so it can fuck with your mind before the show.
Yeah.
But after the show, I'm all down to kick it and talk it and chop it because low key you be learning shit from them youngins. Yeah, man, motherfucking you funny, man. I posted about your own Mackey Smacky. I'm like, what the fuck? Mackey Smacky? What the fuck is that?
100,000 views.
Yeah, that shit that
Maggie Schmacky, man. You know, I redid your voice.
Oh, yeah, it's a new app called Riff, too, man. Y'all download Riff. I'm doing Gospel and Kush Sundays. I'm starting next Sunday. I play gospel music and smoke weed.
They paying for this?
Yeah, they paying. I'm paying for it. This might come out my budget.
Wait,
Yeah.
gospel and weed?
That's my. I do it on Instagram every Sunday anyway. I sit on my back
just
porch
judge the
and
fuck out of you,
play
low-key.
goddamn
No,
gospel
I'm
music
trying to
and smoke
understand the
weed.
correlation. Right?
Gospel music sound better when you smoking weed. That's what I'm saying.
Does it chop and screw
smells-
it for you?
No,
Like, screw.
no, it open your brain up a little bit, and God be like, "You did what I was talking about."
This the burning bush that was in the book.
Right?
They
nigga.
speak English to you.
Yeah, nigga, you be back there high crying and shit.
I gotta get around the weed at some point, man.
You know what, Roy? You know,
fuck
you
the
just
shrooms though.
Yo, you never know, like the young dudes who really like they really look up to us, like because it's like when I brought Malcolm, the guy who plays Lulu on
Malcolm Barrett.
No, Malcolm.
BML.
Malcolm
I mean, on Kanan. He
on
did-
Kanan. He plays Lulu. I brought him to the show that you had at City Winery.
Yeah.
And he was like, dude, I've been watching Roy forever. And I don't be thinking like, he's like, man, you like one of the OGs. I'm like, dude, I'm just out here. But we wanted to go see Roy's show. And he was like, you don't understand like what that meant. Because I took him to go see Lackawanna Blues. And he met Ruben Santiago Hudson. And then that same night he met you. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
you be having good dates, nigga.
Yo, man, it's just some rando shit. Like, I ain't even know.
I'm like,
'cause
Dorsey, you ain't take me out.
that's at New York, man. Any given moment, man.
That nigga
you
date
doing
night
something.
is lit,
Man, like Remo, no, man. Any given, like Remo, let's go hit this. I bet,
I told you I'm in Jamaica and don't nobody know. And the nigga WhatsApp me.
I sure did.
I'm in Jamaica.
I sure did. I wanted to pull up, but he was that damn.
Yeah, they was shutting shit down
Shutting shit
because of
down.
the grill shit.
Yeah, man. But like, yeah, so
Mocha Fest.
yeah.
Had a whole bunch of niggas out there dancing on the beach. They shut all the
They
Jamaican
shut all
bars.
that shit down, bro.
This nigga was like, yeah, just go to the bar, real quick, speak to somebody. Nigga, Bobby Brown was in that bitch.
What?
Well, the nigga that played Bobby Brown.
Oh,
yeah.
But it's still the same
Come
thing.
on,
as Bobby
Woody,
Brown.
yeah.
Woody.
He's up on his comedians too. He's one of the IG influencers.
He
that
is
flipped
IG
it around.
influencer.
But
He loves the
Woody.
all the
comedians.
IG niggas fuck with us, and a lot of them older niggas shitted on them, and they was like, "Damn, I just wanted to learn." Like that's what I learned, man. Them niggas be like, "Bro, we fuck with y'all. Help me with some stand up." I'm like, "Well, help me with some content." That's how I.
Right.
That's how I
Quid
kick
pro
it.
quo.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
You talk shit about these niggas. These the same ones that step up in a comedy club and sell out 5 shows and keep that bitch open for the weekend. You come and sell 40%.
Right.
So
Yo, and they innovative
That's
as
a
hell
fact.
too, and
That's
they'll
a
fuck
fact.
around and sell a show to somebody to Freeform or something, and then 3-4 years later they got a show on HBO that they've sold. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Repurpose that shit.
Yeah, man. So you gotta just
And niggas never
don't ever sell
forget.
anybody short. You never know.
you never forget that shit too, man. Because comedians, we petty. Like I know everybody at this table. You got one that you know you never gonna fuck with. Like you can't wait for that nigga to walk in to audition for your
Oh
shit.
man, I got people like that.
So I can just fucking grin in his face.
What he
and
say,
just
Kamal?
go,
That
Nigga said one.
You don't know us like that. We are petty as fuck.
We be clashing the Titans out here.
If we was at our old studio, you see the whiteboard. And
Yeah, we got a little list. Yeah.
Cornucopia.
It was a cat, man. 03, the first time I went to New York.
You did not forget this shit.
Nigga,
03, nigga.
at the Triad on 73rd. You can Google it. It's a real.
He said you could Google it, nigga.
The Triad on
73rd.
73rd, and they used to do a little fucking black night or whatever. And I done drove from Tallahassee, dog. I drove 15 and a half fucking hours, dog, to get 4 fucking minutes, dog. I'm sleeping in my fucking car for 2 nights because I can only afford 1 night at the Night's Inn in Elizabeth, New Jersey for $27, dog.
That sound itchy.
You don't take
I got triggered, nigga.
You don't take your sleep in your hood.
Janky promoters.
Sleep in a chair.
Get up.
Yes,
With your clothes
hoodie
on.
Right.
I'm supposed to get 4 minutes, man. And this is after the Apollo shit, so I'm on my take my bomb shit. 2 minutes in, it ain't going right. But I get 4 minutes, dog. If they not booing, give me my 4 fucking minutes, dog. And this nigga starts walking to the stage and making it about him trying to get me off the stage because I'm sucking. You got all the time in the world to rip me when I get off stage. I don't give a fuck because it's a bomb. I'm never going to see you. You're not going to remember who you hate, so I don't care. I have to still try this shit.
Right.
I'll tell you his name when we get off the air, but fuck that nigga to the dirt. the fucking dirt. And I know I'm supposed to be all forgiving, and people have forgiven me, and like there's so many people that have been nice to me that didn't have to, but I should have been expelled from college and ended up a graduate because people forgave me, but fuck him to the fucking dirt.
Oh, I can't wait.
It's like I got a couple of them I can name for you right now. One of them on the club and everything. I don't give a fuck.
That's why you give a shout out to Foolish in Detroit. Foolish let me bomb at Coco's on Jefferson.
Yes, sir.
So I called Coco's, right? I was doing like a little college work. That's the other thing with them colleges. You tie in a room in the vicinity on the off days so you can get your fucking real nigga reps in between.
Real nigga reps.
Do your real life.
You gotta get your R&Rs in, baby.
That's cold as fuck.
So I got like a Tuesday in Illinois somewhere. So I call Coco's. I go, what night is open mic? They go, open mic is Monday. I go, how do I get on open mic? They say, well, you got to come down here and sign up. I go, cool. Get to the D. 5 o'clock sign up. I sign my name. They go, cool. Come back at 8 o'clock. I come back at 8 o'clock. It's open mic rap night. Damn. Nobody told me that it was open mic rap.
You had the suit on? Did you have the suit on?
Yes. Yes, I did.
With a Chicago hat in Detroit?
Chicago hat. No. The nigga shamed me out of wearing the hat.
Don't leave your girl.
He left the hat in
around.
Atlanta. They took that shit off. That nigga had injustice. Had it, nigga.
So I walk in, and I check in with Foolish. He hosting. He go, you still want to go up? You know, Foolish be at this point. He drunk. He slurring a little. You still want to go up? I go, yeah,
That's
man.
my nigga right there, man.
I want my 3 minutes, man.
I want my 3.
He go,
Have a 3.
how about this? How about I put you up last?
After the rapping?
29 of the worst fucking rappers
Lord
you have
mercy.
ever, with all due respect to the city of Detroit, these were 29 of the worst individuals
Ain't none of them make it.
in
It's fine.
sequential order.
Big Sean was not there.
No one
after
standing
terrible.
From worst to worst.
A bunch of clarity.
with net breaks.
Oh my god.
And I went up in my motherfucking Dillard suit and ate shit for 3 minutes,
Dillards.
but he gave me my fucking time.
Come on.
Right.
And I always would respect Foolish for like he didn't fucking play me like he just the fact that nigga you drove from Birmingham,
Oh man.
Respect.
You getting your time, dog.
you get your
Period.
time.
I mean, you want some
And
extra.
ain't nobody.
Foolish the first comedian with his own strand of weed. Shout out to that nigga. He had some Foolish OG 5 years ago. That shit used to sell out, boy. When they first got legal, Foolish was already on it. You know what I'm saying?
It's some smart comics
Shout out to the
there that
NBA.
know that.
Is that real or that's just to me?
That's real. They not
the
testing for
NBA
cannabis
not
no
testing
more.
for marijuana no more.
But they all smoke weed. Everybody knew that, right?
And they
I
coaches
mean,
smoke weed.
They
Kareem
stopped
Abdul-Jabbar
last season.
smoked
They
weed
just
every
announced
day.
it this season.
Okay.
Kareem
Stopped
smoked.
after COVID.
Is it that time?
Yeah, man, this has been a fucking amazing
Great
one.
episode.
man.
Shout out to the
Jim.
shout out to the haberdashery, man. Appreciate you, Griff. Appreciate you, Mickey.
Grill.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Y'all know that's the Wendy sign from.
I know, bro. That's my bro.
know that's
man.
the one.
My dude. Griff's
You know
my
what I
guy.
mean?
Yeah. That's the other one. Yeah.
R.I.P. man.
RTV Rashad, man. Jesus.
All right, man.
You, brother.
We do. I think Tyler got a.
We got comments
Comments
section.
of the day.
Yeah, man.
Shout out. Y'all go check out Dad Jokes. Check out Roast Battlegrounds. Tyler's on there.
Yes, indeed.
Remo's on Dad Jokes with Miss Jen. All of us is, you know, we got to get Kamal in there. We close.
And I should have something.
We close.
Kamal is gonna be
coming,
on
bro.
Keep Your
Let me
Distance.
tell you something.
Hey.
The holiday special.
Yes,
We
sir.
need to go ahead and say this so we can start promoting that shit.
Yeah, like
Yes.
you said.
Kamal
nigga,
has goddamn what you said on Keep Your Distance.
Kev on stage. Keep
Promote
your
it harder
distance.
than me. Promote it harder than me. Do it better. Do it better. Go.
all the way.
All right, that's fine. Kamal is on is on Keep Your Distance. Make sure you check it out. It's probably gonna come out sometime in the Christmas.
It's gonna come around.
Holiday
Christmas.
season.
But then make sure you follow his YouTube at
The Secret Genius.
Yeah.
Everything the same.
That's what he be
Everything the
talking
same.
at. If
You know
y'all
what I'm
want,
saying?
y'all be everybody be like, "Why
Everybody.
Kamal don't say nothing?"
I'll be talking.
It's every time.
I be talking.
It's a lot of niggas. Why? That's why.
you know what I'm saying.
I'm gonna be on the Keep Your
I
Distance
say
show
what
too.
need to be
So
said.
Yep.
Shout
we're going out there together. We're gonna have the seat in the middle empty.
You know what? I said I was gonna do this shit. I said I was gonna do this shit. It's crazy that we starting to go places and starting to get known for the podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Shout out to Joe, who's at Thai in Vegas. He just rolled up to me. He was like, got out his VIP and everything. He was like, Reemo, bro, you here from the more than culture shit? It's
Yeah.
like, bro, this shit crazy. So he started telling the security guards, everybody.
Where you was
so
at
shout
again?
out to Ty.
Tao?
Is it Ty?
Tao?
T-A-O.
It's Tao.
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 In Vegas?
You said Ty.
You had your knees
I
out?
said
You had your
towel.
knees out in
Ty
Vegas?
is in a like next to a grocery store.
Tao is fancy.
Oh, yeah.
Tao is nice. It's very expensive.
Yeah, I
Tao's
thought- yeah, that shit
thought
it
he
just
was
threw
in
me off guard. And it was like, oh. But yeah. Comment of the week, guys.
One of the nice menus with no pictures on it.
Yeah.
Then with the berries. You know what I'm saying?
Just numbers.
No
Yeah.
decimal.
KT.
Now you find out what MP means. What the fuck does MP
I
mean?
mean, we make it up.
Right.
Make it up.
Whatever we need today.
Whatever we feel like charging you.
Mike
That's what we
probably
gonna
got
charge.
them. Mike probably paid. How much is it, MP? Mike probably got. MP fucked me up, bro. I believe the first time I might have been that town or something like that. One of them Japanese shits.
Yeah.
Fuck y'all.
We was trying to.
Come on, some MP, bro. I kick you in your face.
That Master P,
All
bro.
right. This one is from, and I don't think it's a real name because it don't have a thing, but Harry Jameson.
Wow.
Don't sound real, right?
No.
It said, it's, I don't, like, again, I just picked these out. They're funny to me. I don't know if it's funny to everybody else. I just say them as they're written. How come Reemo disowned his denim?
That nigga has been denimless, bro.
I've been denimless for a while. Like Roy would say, sometimes you have to evolve.
Nigga did him
but
at the house like it's funny how a nigga just start growing.
He was
get
known for his
recognized
denim,
in town.
Roy.
He
Start
don't
putting
wear
his
denim.
knees up.
He wore busy jeans.
Wait for it's just turning fall. It's still a hot fall in Atlanta. Y'all give it a couple months.
Oh,
He had
I'm
his
cheap.
busy jeans on dad jokes. The knees was
I
out.
did have both my knees out.
So
know
go
what
and
I'm
check
Y'all
out his
niggas
episode
just
of that.
dap on
Knees is out.
Remo's knees out.
Denim. Something
Denim.
Denim, not the
Alright,
knees.
okay.
Yeah.
More of a denim.
both
my
It was
knees out.
more of a denim
I was
dap.
mid
Y'all
dap.
dapped on knees
But I
out.
was mid dap,
Y'all
yeah.
connected
I
on
can't not
knees
have.
out.
I stopped.
Underhand, my bad.
I stopped.
Ain't gonna check.
Underhand.
Underground.
Knees is
Run the
out.
tape,
Yeah.
Run the tape back.
They have
I stopped, and that nigga met me. Hey, I was up here. Come on, I was up here. That
How I do it? Come on.
nigga uppercut in my.
Are you
knees
kidding?
out.
On the replay, y'all high fived. Knees out, bitch.
out.
Your fault.
That's hilarious.
The knees was out.
I did have both my knees out.
Hey, shout out to Deontay Wilder, bro. Keep it in.
Hey,
I'm
hang
only
on.
laughing because you laughed first. I'm not laughing at that man.
That's Alabama.
I'm not
That's
laughing.
Alabama.
That's great.
Damn,
Alabama
bro.
took an L yesterday.
Alabama.
All Alabama
the L's.
lost.
One hell of a right.
Nigga, Alabama
Roy.
them lost.
Auburn lost. Bama lost.
Alabama
Wild
A&M lost
on you,
yesterday.
Got the whole state on your back, nigga.
The Birmingham. The Birmingham.
from Birmingham.
Hey, but you know what though, man?
That nigga from Bessemer.
They say you from Montgomery, nigga.
The Bessemer Bumblebees lost yesterday. The softball league and shit.
Hey, a real live shout out to Deontay Wilder because he actually
facts.
did learn how to box. I seen him slip a couple punches. I seen him throw some punches he's never thrown before. He's working the body. Like, that was his problem before. He didn't know how to box. So if he keep learning, he could probably get a chance because he still knocked him down 2 times.
It's just hard getting beat by a nigga look like Bull from Night Court.
Yeah.
How the fuck nigga body is terrible.
Hey, but guess what? Guess what, Ronnie? No one else has beat this man.
This nigga hit you for hard in the face.
Yeah, he fat. He like. I hate to say this shit. I ain't gonna say it.
No, that was it.
No, you can say
He
that.
can't
He
hoop.
boxes similar to Muhammad Ali.
Oh, don't say why.
Tyson Fury
We
does?
should have not.
Y'all just watch him. Just watch
you
him.
know
Not
what
last night. He's like 200-300 pounds, but like
I
when he
don't
fought
watch
him the
enough
first time.
boxing to challenge you on that.
When he fought him the first time, you just got to watch how he just throw that jab out there, and that shit is strong. Like Muhammad Ali looked like he wasn't hitting you hard, and that shit was just poof, it was wearing people down. And by the end of the fight, he was hitting you like this and knocking you out. Muhammad Ali barely stressed himself to knock you out, and Tyson Fury's kind of the same way.
Deontay got hit him with like, bro.
Yeah, you can see all Deontay Wilder's ancestors when he punched you. That nigga.
Yeah, that right.
When he used to punch niggas like this in the mouth, I said, bro, somebody
Kong
teach
punch?
this man how to box,
He
please.
won his fights off of niggerdom. He won it off of pure anger and
But you-
just
That stare
Black
down.
man,
That stare
yeah.
down.
Stare
is a
down, making
motherfucker.
niggas lose.
But that
Nigga
white boy
look-
stared him a little too hard.
Man,
It
white
was
boy
like
called him a
watching-
bitch. He said, "You're a bitch and you can't do anything about it." I said, "Oh,
it was sad. It's like watching T'Challa get beat. It's like watching T'Challa
tough,
get beat up. Like, damn,
Said
that
that
what the
Baku-
black
he
man
said
is.
that-
And that's it was hard for me to even watch
any of the pre-fight shit because I knew he was gonna lose.
Yeah.
And then
But he fought so much better than I thought he would. Like it was much better. I know he got beat up, but the second time he got beat up.
Because at what point? I mean, you know, we all black men. At no point do you want to humble yourself
To quit.
in the face of fighting a white man.
Yeah.
But at what point do you?
When you have to bite his fucking ear is
That's
what
the
you do.
biggest white man they've got, though. That's
Yeah.
the biggest one. That's
He ain't
bring
hit
the
him in the
biggest
balls
white man
not
y'all
one
got.
time.
One in a long time.
I would
like
have
Dolph
got
Lundgren
disqualified.
cousin
I'd hit him in the
drink
balls,
beer.
bit his ear or something.
He looked like Iron Sheik.
We both about to have a DQ.
Right.
So who do you fight after that? You just like go back down to just fight.
I want to say Anthony
non-contender
Joshua.
fight?
He just
gotta
lost
fight.
too. That
I'm-
might generate some money.
I'm gonna tell you who Dante Wilder can fight to get back in our community's graces.
No.
Whack 100. If that nigga punch Whack 100 in the face, he back. He back.
What if that nigga lose the Whack 100? Get in. Get in. Get in. Get in. Get in. And hit him one of these.
Whack 100
Because once you
beat
get
up.
knocked out, bro, it's hard to stay awake.
Whack 100 beat up 3 white supremacists.
You see what happened to Roy Jones? That nigga
Concussion,
forgot.
knockout prone.
Y'all must. I forgot too. I forgot.
You know, he probably the only one talking shit out of the fight. I beat up 3 white boys in the parking lot by myself. I don't know what he doing.
Get in.
Get out.
Oh man, perfect.
Damn.
Remo left his denim out, man. Appreciate y'all, man.
Thank y'all for the comments,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Thank y'all for coming up to us on the street, talking about Reemo jeans and shit.
Yeah, man. Thank y'all. Now, for real, a lot of people have been noticing us from the pod. You know what I mean?
Nah,
That's
that's
been really
facts,
fucking cool.
man. It's just been
Shout out to the niggas
cool
who keep
and
trying to be
weird.
on here that
You know
y'all
what I'm
not good at what you do.
Bro, we do not fuck with what you do.
Oh shit.
When you gonna have me on the show? Never, man.
Bro,
You know,
whenever you die,
you know how many OGs I got waiting?
Oh,
Whenever you
dear.
die.
we will put you on the scroll at the bottom.
We don't. And
It's
by,
so
by
hard.
the way, we don't do that.
So hard.
And also, we don't have a scroll, nigga.
By the way, we
Have
do
you
not memorialize it.
No, we don't.
It's just
But
so
what
many
about-
OGs.
But what
is
about a
when they
theme
pop
song?
up.
Can I make you a theme song?
Now we got that.
Hey, what do you do?
Nigga said,
with
Nigga said culture wrong, so we had to get
What
rid of it. More than culture.
culture?
Nah, we'll just come on. Come on.
O'Neal.
Put a W in there.
That
You
nigga
put a
had
W in
lemon head
culture.
his mouth. That nigga gonna rap with a candy in your mouth. Nigga had a whole blow pop. Go to the studio with a candy in your mouth.
More than culture.
You can hear the spit on the mic, bro.
More than culture.
Get that lemon head out your goddamn mouth.
Every nigga with a list want to do a.
Hey, the song hard though. We still running.
Nah,
We
the
really
song
playing it.
hard.
We fucking with you.
the song,
We got a
man.
dope. We got a dope ass intro. Our song hard.
Yeah,
now.
we got a hard intro song. So shout out to Buddy, man.
saying?
Shout out to all them
Shout out to
40-year-old
Buddy who
men.
Nah,
name
but
we
he had,
don't
you know, he
know.
had beef with
Yeah,
Justice, so
shout
we
out to
can't
Buddy.
talk
Oh, yeah,
about
his
it.
name Buddy now.
Yeah, that's Buddy as fuck. All right, Buddy, appreciate the culture.
The quack.
And stop sending me DMs to be your mentor, nigga. You older than me.
Get
Like,
your
it's a
shit
lot-
off. Get your shit off,
A
Ronnie.
lot
This
of
how we gonna
niggas
end
like, yo, OG, take me.
Stop
Yo,
with
take me. Yo, I just want to
Randy,
get.
let's get it.
Nigga, you 43.
Boy.
What else you want him to stop, Ronnie?
Stop asking me to be your friend, man. I'm too old for friends.
People be asking you for friends. Shit.
Whatever you got going, dog. I'm like, we don't breathe around new niggas.
Right.
No
Stop
more.
standing by us. Stop standing by us when we light up our weed. We not fucking passing it.
Oh.
Not passing the weed no more, dog. That's it.
We not. We all have a blunt. Don't you see that? Who the fuck you think?
I
is
brought-
passing it to us?
I brought my own drugs, man. That's what I tell you. I brought the drugs out,
man.
brother. I brought all my
Hold
drugs.
on. And there's
brought all
a
this
side note to the weed passing shit. It might be somebody that I give a blunt to. Mm-hmm. It's not you.
It's not yours.
And don't you ever
I'm
try to
saying
get in the
I
cycle.
might pass it to somebody that I
Yeah,
know.
don't
and
you
fuck
third
with.
party that shit.
Don't you think that they can pass it to you
Don't you-
because
Yeah.
I will tell them not to.
I'll smack it on the floor before you get it.
You know,
Now.
you know that's called. So
Well,
that's
you can't. It's up to you, you dirty mouth motherfucker.
So 2021, no buddy pass. That's a buddy pass. That's like
Buddy
that's
pass.
like catching a flight with
With your buddy, man.
no buddy pass on the
Ain't
joint, my
ain't
nigga.
no plus one.
Ain't no plus one on the joint, my boy.
And gay niggas, I know y'all running shit, but stop telling me to take my mask down. Not fucking. I be doing that to bitches. Stop it.
Took a turn. Took a
Nigga
turn.
wanna
They
nigga
trying
wanna
to
see your
what you
mouth.
working with.
Yeah, that's what I be saying.
Why you mad?
What you mean? Why I'm mad?
Let's see if it connect down there.
Yeah, you right. I'm sorry.
Nah.
Man, this was everything I thought it would be. I'm serious. Like, I really appreciate y'all letting me come through and chop it up. It's been I know we've been texting like about 2 years
Easily.
on trying to make this shit
Hey,
happen.
he did like, bro, I got Roy Wood. I'm telling you,
Man.
It was like,
They didn't believe
like
me. My- they-
2017.
That's I'm the one supposed to bring the big dog. They be like, you said.
Oh yeah,
Pass
you
your
know what? A
truck coming.
special shout out.
Nigga said
That nigga did not
Jesus,
come.
Dave Chappelle,
Yeah.
Roy Woods.
James Baldwin. You ain't. Nigga, you keep texting about James. So super shout out to you for coming to this, and also shout out to you for like when we first met. You hit me up, was like, "Yo, I got a show in Atlanta. I want you to, come do it." And but unfortunately for me, fortunately for you, you had to cancel that show because you were about to go and do the Emmys.
Yes.
The Emmys, yes.
Yes.
He was about to go and do the Emmys, so that was really, really dope. I just want to say I appreciate you for that.
He booked you back too.
And
That's
then goddamn booked it back around.
I was wondering why I didn't get the invite. I was like, I know Roy got my
It's
number.
2 years in a row. It's 2
I know,
years
I'm-
ago.
You gotta,
It's 2 years.
I'm always invited to Roy show. I don't give a fuck where he at. I'm going up there, bitch. Nigga, I'm going. What the fuck you talking about, nigga? I'm coming. Pull it
Nah,
up.
but it was just dope because he had saw me like, for the.
I hit him about it. I was like, you seen Tyler sit? That nigga's a beast.
Beast.
hey, I want to work.
Nigga's an animal.
Thank you, brother.
That's
Appreciate
like
it.
in Atlanta, man.
got some animals
you
in here.
can't be bringing out of town instead of A. You got Atlanta and Chicago. If you don't,
Atlanta one of them. I've seen the openers dissolve on stage in Atlanta. They just disappear, evaporate.
That's the title.
You just find them at Slutty Vegan about an hour later. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
Nigga in line, ain't no line.
Why
you so far back?
I mean, you know,
it's usually a line, I heard.
it's just I didn't came here enough to see that cats grind, cats put in work here. So if you good here, you are good. So ain't no need to bring nobody from out of town. There's certain cities you can just go, nah, it's gonna be all right with the locals.
So are you saying you don't need no other body? Ding ding. Hey. It's the brunch tunes. It's brunch tunes.
You know what I'm talking about?
All right, guys.
All right.
Great fucking episode.
Super episode.
All right.
It's not over. It's not over.
Yeah, it
It's
ain't
not
over
over.
yet. We still got some more shit. So we like to end the episodes with a segment we call Secret Genius Life Coach. Give the people some words of wisdom. Get through the week, get to the next episode. I'm Kamal, the Secret Genius. The words of the week are this. Yeah, when it rains, it pours. That's what they say, right? Mm-hmm. But when it start pouring is when all that shit that you've been wallowing around in and going through and depressed about, shit turn to fertilizer. Gives you the opportunity to grow. You can't grow without the rain, and the shit makes the growth more permanent.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got, man. Because
all
I'm
we
going
need.
through some shit.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
all you need.
Come
bro.
on,
But
man.
watch the other side.
come
nigga.
on, man.
Watch the other side.
Watch
That's
the other
another
side.
Boy.
Drown that man.
love
You
it.
know what I'm talking about?
Shout out to Key. Shout out to goddamn Furg.
Yeah,
Shout out to
Furg.
Craig in here, man.
Craig.
.net, the Goldie brand. You
Shout
know,
out to
Crib.
E-Man for letting us use this.
You know what I'm talking about?
Shout out to my sister.
This bitch so cute.
Yeah. What's the name of it again?
This is Mixed Haberdashery, man. It's a creative space. And Mickey's Haberdashery, I'm sorry. And it's a creative space, and he has like a retail area, too. So be a good person in this brand. So y'all check it out. This is his new hat. It says, I got a good head on me. But you can just say good head. You get this to your girl, or
Yeah.
this mean I suck my white pussy very good. This ain't for Atlanta. This ain't for y'all niggas walking.
It's pink though.
Nigga looking at that good head like this.
Pull your mask down.
Crazy thing is you can never wear that hat backwards. You wear that hat backwards out here, you are done.
I heard you like to smoke backwoods.
Backwards.
Backwards. You eat more than culture is the
night.
brand. This is the
Good
More Than
night.
Culture Show. Kamal, the Secret Genius. Reemo Rod. Tyler Chronicles. Ronnie Jordan. Special
Trevor Noah, we
guest.
are sorry.
Roy Woods Jr. Culture cousin. Omar Dorsey.
Yeah.
We out.
Well, you know how much IMDb credits at this table?